All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to break down something called the cognitive heist. It's all about how social media is quietly and very effectively rewiring your brain. And look, this isn't about fear-mongering. It's just about looking at what the science is telling us. So let's just rip the Band-Aid off, shall we? Social media is making you stupid. Okay, I know, that sounds incredibly harsh. It's a bold statement, for sure, but it really gets to the very heart of what's happening just beneath the surface with every single scroll and every single swipe. I mean, we all do it, right? We think it's just a harmless way to kill some time. A few minutes here, a few minutes there, what's the big deal? Well, on a neurological level, your brain is fighting a constant battle. And the crazy part is, most of us don't even realize a heist is taking place. So, if this is a heist, let's start our investigation right at the crime scene. And here's the first clue. The real problem isn't just that you're getting distracted. No, it's something way more damaging than that. We're talking about the fragmentation of your attention. See, the real damage isn't the content you're looking at. It's the constant switching. Think about it. You jump from a funny video to a serious news article to a friend's vacation photos. Boom, boom, boom. Every single time you do that, your brain has to completely reset its context. That process just burns through your mental energy, and over time, it erodes your ability to hold a deep focus on any one thing. Let's make this crystal clear. On one side, you have deep engagement. Imagine watching a long documentary. Your brain gets into a flow, right? It can manage that. But on the other side, you've got fragmented attention. That's like watching 50 different short clips back to back. For your brain, that's not flow. It is constant, exhausting mental whiplash. So you see, it's not about the sheer volume of stuff you consume. It's about the volatility. This constant resetting is the first major piece of the puzzle in how our cognitive abilities are being silently downgraded. So, if fragmentation is the crime, then every crime needs a weapon. What's the weapon being used against your brain? Well, it's actually kind of brilliant and incredibly effective. It's the dopamine trap. So here's the big twist. You're not actually hooked on the post you're seeing. You're hooked on what you might see next. It's the unpredictability that gets you. It's the possibility that the next scroll could be a hilarious meme, an important message, or some shocking news. That's the hook that keeps you coming back again and again. And if that sounds familiar, it should. It is the exact same neurological hook that a slot machine uses. That system of variable rewards, where you never know if the next pull is the jackpot, is one of the most powerful reinforcement tools ever discovered. Every scroll of your thumb is a pull of the lever. Every swipe is a gamble. And that is the weapon in this heist. It's an addiction not to a substance, but to potential. It's a trap that keeps you searching for a prize that might not ever even show up. Okay, so we've identified the crime, fragmentation, and the weapon, the dopamine trap. So now let's assess the damage. What exactly is being stolen from you in this cognitive heist? It's your attention. And make no mistake about it, your attention is your single most valuable and finite resource. It's the currency you use to learn, to create, to connect with the world in a meaningful way. And it's being siphoned off minute by minute. And there are very real costs. Your brain, now rewired for constant novelty, starts to struggle with just normal life. Thinking deeply starts to feel way too slow. Boredom, which is actually critical for creativity, becomes almost physically painful. And simple, meaningful tasks, they start to feel dull because they don't offer that quick little dopamine kick. And just look at how this adds up. What feels like nothing on a daily basis accumulates into a staggering loss over time. 24 days a year. That's almost an entire month of your sharpest, most focused mental energy just gone, wasted on the scroll. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, but I'm in control. I choose what to look at. Well, this heist isn't just opportunistic. It's a carefully planned inside job, carried out by something you can't even see. Meet the algorithm. Here's how it works. Every single action you take, every like, every comment, every second you pause on a video trains the algorithm. It learns what makes you tick. It gets incredibly good at predicting what will give you that next tiny dopamine hit. It's a system designed for one purpose and one purpose only, to keep your eyes on the screen. And what that really means is that feeling of free choice is, well, largely an illusion. Your path through the feed isn't random at all. It's a carefully curated journey designed to maximize your engagement, often at the expense of your own well-being. So finally, let's examine the long-term aftermath of this whole heist. The theft of your attention leads to a much deeper, much more personal loss. When your brain is always in consumption mode, just passively taking in information, it never gets to switch over into creation mode. The part of your mind that connects different ideas, that generates new thoughts, it simply never gets a chance to get off the bench and play.
The simple truth is, your best ideas don't show up when you're scrolling through 1,000 of someone else's thoughts. They emerge in the quiet moments. You know, in the shower, on a walk, when you're just staring out a window. Social media systematically eliminates these exact moments of productive boredom. And so that leaves us with this final critical question. This isn't just about losing focus on your work, it's about losing the ability to generate your own ideas, to solve your own problems, to build your own future. If your mind is never given the quiet space it needs to just be alone with its thoughts, what potential is being left on the table? What are you truly capable of if you just gave your brain a chance?